So I want to inspire you to understand that many people want wealth, and they want abundance. But if they were to see a video of themselves all day long, if they saw a video of one day of how they were living, and they understood that their personality creates their personal reality, and that person was living in lack and living in frustration, living in the emotions of the past, that is not a person who is abundant. That we generate abundance. That's what we do. We generate it. It's an energy. And then we study abundant people. We study masters. We study people that have done it. And you'll see that they failed numerous times. You'll see that they had a lot of trials. They had a lot of betrayals. They had a lot of loss. It never stopped them from their vision. And when they felt so worthy and so abundant that they had all their needs met, they felt so whole that it was no longer about their abundance. It was about who they became. When the abundance finally did come, they wound up giving it away anyway because they knew how to create abundance. And it's not a simple 1, 2, 3 process. It's a constant state of change. It's a constant practice. And yes, people have created a lot of wealth in this work. They've created a lot of abundance. And when they've created it, all they've wanted to do was to give back and make a difference in the world anyway. So our model is to take philosophy and to initiate it and to begin to master it. To learn with our head, to practice and apply with our hands, and then to ultimately know it by heart. To go from mind to body to soul, from thinking to doing to being, from knowledge to experience and to wisdom. And if this was easy, everybody would be doing it. But I can tell you that the people who stick with it, the people that take the time to fill their brain with knowledge, the right kind of knowledge, not superstitious, dogmatic information, but information that is based in scientific reason. Not being a scientist, but understanding that science is the language to do it. People who take the time to fill their brain with knowledge. Every time they show up and sit down to do the work, every time they make a choice to do it, they're believing in possibility. People who don't do the work on a subconscious or unconscious level don't believe it's possible for them. They consciousness. And I want that for our community, because when we start interacting and creating from the field instead of from matter, we will do amazing things. We will heal people because we have healed ourselves. And so yes, I know you have many questions. I assure you, I have as many questions as you do. And being responsible for searching out those answers for you. Searching out the best understanding of what you're doing in this work, and understanding why you're doing it, and keeping that model going in your mind. That should be the conversation that you should have with people that you love in your life. Now, does this mean that you can't live life? My goodness, my message has never been that. My message has never been to abstain from life. My message has always been to engage in life, to love with all your heart, to experience a great meal, to experience the sunset, experience the joy and the freedom of creation and expression. My goodness, the more conscious we become, the more we interact with this field, the more we are aware of the smell, the taste, the feel, the look, the light, the sound of everything that is right in front of us that we're unconscious to. And so I wanted to spend a little time with all of you and inspire you to unify as a community, to connect with one another in the highest form, to support one another on this wonderful platform for the greatest good, to give one another the proper information. if I see a person asking, why does Dr. Joe do his meditations at 4 in the morning, or what is the reason for it, the answer is you can find that in the books that I write. I mean, you can find that answer. It makes sense. I'm not doing it just because I want to get up at 4 in the morning. It's just because I want a mystical experience, and there's brain chemistry to support that. So I want you to become fluent in this model. I want you to understand that it's not enough to know. It's important for us to know how. And I have had dry spells in my own evolution and my own journey, sometimes for over a year. And I was thinking all along that I was doing something wrong, or what was I not doing right? And all this time, in this 1 year, I'm studying, I'm learning, I'm researching, I'm self-examining, I'm reflecting, I'm working more, I'm putting more intention, I'm surrendering more, I'm asking what surrender is, I'm doing all these things. And during this 1 year dry spell, I'm making the most profound changes that I've made in many years. And so just because you're creating and things don't appear in your life, you think you're doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. It's a process of discovery. And when you arrive at that experience in your life, when you have that aha moment and you understand what you're doing, when you create some outcome and you feel so whole that you no longer even care if you need it any longer, or you don't even care if you're going to heal any longer because you feel so amazing, you're happy with who you are, that is where the magic begins to happen.